Την πιο σφοδρή επίθεση από την αρχή του πολέμου δέχτηκε το Κίεβο, σύμφωνα με την Ουκρανική πλευρά, καθώς η Ρωσία εξαπέλυσε μαζική επιδρομή με 550 drones και δεκάδες πυράυλους κατά τη διάρκεια της νύχτας 3 προς 4 Ιουλίου. Σύμφωνα με τις Ουκρανικές αρχές, κάθε drone μετέφερε περίπου 70 κιλά εκρηκτικά, με αποτέλεσμα η συνολική ποσότητα των εκρηκτικών να ξεπερνά τους 38 τόνους. Τα drones καμικάζι έχουν μήκος 3 μέτρα, πλάτος 2,5 μέτρα και φέρουν 70 κιλά εκρηκτικών. Ο Βολόντιμιρ Ζελένσκι δήλωσε ότι πρόκειται για τρομοκρατική ενέργεια που δεν στοχεύει στρατιωτικούς στόχους, αλλά πολίτες και τις ζωές τους. Ζήτησε εκ νέου από τη διεθνή κοινότητα ενίσχυση της αντιαεροπορικής άμυνας, τονίζοντας ότι χωρίς τα δυτικά συστήματα όπως η Patriot, οι απώλειες θα ήταν ανυπολόγιστες. Από την πλευρά της Ρωσίας, το Υπουργείο Άμυνας υποστήριξε πως η επιχείρηση είχε στόχο στρατιωτικές εγκαταστάσεις, αποθήκες πυρομαχικών και κέντρα επικοινωνίας και ότι πραγματοποιήθηκε με ακρίβεια, με ελάχιστες παράπλευρες απώλειες. Ρωσικά μέσα ενημέρωσης μετέδωσαν ότι η επίθεση λειτουργεί και ως στρατηγικό μήνυμα προς τις Ηνωμένες Πολιτείες μετά την πρόσφατη τηλεφωνική επικοινωνία του Βλαντιμίρ Πούτιν με τον Ντόναλντ Τραμπ.
We begin in Ukraine, where the capital, Kyiv, has experienced one of its worst nights of the war with Russia so far. Hundreds of drones and ballistic missiles rained down on the city, with damage reported right across the capital. President Zelensky called the attacks deliberately massive and cynical. The footage captures the moment a drone exploded in Kyiv's residential area. Ukraine's Air Force says a record 550 drones and 11 missiles were fired. Dozens of them broke through Ukraine's air defences. Authorities say almost every district of the city was damaged. At least 14 people are reported to have been injured. The attacks happened just hours after President Trump spoke to Russia's President Putin on the phone. Mr. Trump told reporters he didn't make any progress towards a ceasefire.
We had a call. It was a pretty long call. We talked about a lot of things, including Iran. And we also talked about, as you know, the war with Ukraine. And I'm not happy about that. I'm not happy. No, I didn't make any progress with them today at all.
Well, let's go straight to Kyiv now, and our diplomatic correspondent Paul Adams. Paul, welcome to you. Describe the scenes there overnight.
There was a long old night. It started before darkness and continued really until just around dawn. And it was pretty relentless. Waves of drones, we could hear them coming over the city, hour after hour. The air defences were very, very active, and it is a testament to their effectiveness that no one was killed as a result of these attacks. And then we also had a number of large explosions. When we came up here this morning, the city was covered in a thick black pall of smoke, and there was a heavy acrid smell in the air, which is only really now dissipating. We're not quite sure what that was coming from, but we know that there were fires in a number of locations. So this was, yet another reminder for the citizens of this city that Russia's tactics have not changed at all.
Yeah, and Paul, President Zelensky called the attacks deliberately massive and cynical, and they came just hours after President Trump's call with President Putin, which we heard him say that he didn't make any progress at all.
I thought Donald Trump sounded especially bleak about that phone call yesterday. It's hard to gauge Donald Trump's mood and, more importantly, his intentions moving forward. But he did sound as though he'd had enough of his dialogue with Vladimir Putin. Of course, there's going to be a conversation possibly as early as today with Volodymyr Zelensky, and President Zelensky's message will be a number of things. One, can you tell me more about this pause in the supply of American military equipment to Ukraine, because the details of that are still very unclear, and also that it is up to you, the United States, to do more to change Russia's behavior. At the end of his statement this morning, President Zelensky said that there have to be more sanctions. This is the only way to bring about real rapid change. And this depends, he said, on our partners, above all the United States. President Zelensky will have seen the reports that far from drawing up new sanctions proposals, the Trump administration actually seems to be letting some of the sanctions slide, with the effect that there's actually less pressure on Russia being brought to bear by the Americans than there was before.